I thought I'd let everyone know about a little story when Chris asked me to be his best man. Essentially, he mentioned to me that he was going to talk to the DJ, and he was going to plan work out. If things got a little out of hand, they were going to kill the mic. And I said, well, that's ridiculous. Why would you do that? He goes, well, you're kind of the jerk in the family. And I said, that's okay. I'll accept that. So I was going to deprive you guys of my best man speech. So what I did was, I went out. Oh, yeah. Police issue riot control. So don't worry when you kill the mic, the show coming, okay? That's right. Okay, now I'm ready. Good evening, everyone. I want to let you know, thank you for coming to Chris and Jen's wedding. For those who don't know me, I'm Chris's older brother. I'm truly honored to be the better man of the two of us. In most cases, the younger brother actually learns from his older brother. But with Chris, he knows how to experience the fullest out of it. And I've actually learned a great deal from him. Usually, I do the exact opposite of what he's doing, and it's certainly pretty well. I'm 4.5 years older than my brother, so I actually remember when my mom had Chris, and my dad took me to the hospital, and I looked down on him, and I said, wow, he's smaller and he's shorter than me. And nothing's really changed since then. And he also had a lot less hair, and it's still the case now. Household was actually somewhat challenging. My parents always stressed perfection and expected the best out of both their boys. And one of the things that actually came with the territory is having a strong competitive nature. And ideally that was intended for us to go out into the world and compete with the rest of the world. But because of that, Chris and I became very competitive with each other. And more so than your typical brothers. And because of that, we developed a love-hate relationship, which can actually flip-flop within seconds. And for those who know us, you know it can go from hugging to kiss and all that good stuff. But with that being said, this is actually my 12th revision of the speech. And I'm glad to let everyone know that we were on good terms when I wrote this version. That's right. Should have brought the first revision. We were in a good transition. There's no question that I do love and care for Chris a lot. We didn't start to become really good friends until he went to college. And at which point we actually became very similar people. In fact, some people think that we became the same people, because he was running around Eastern Illinois with a driver's license saying that he too was Craig Stevens. After people tuning in like age. And that's just how it goes. Very appreciative of that. Chris and I definitely have our differences, but we always put our differences aside for the important things. Like this morning, we managed to spend some time. The boys sat together and played 9 holes of golf, which was fun. And of course, the unforgettable bachelor party weekend in Vegas. For those who didn't get used to it, I'm not going to lie. But that's all I can really say about it. In public at least, because Chris's legal team advised me not to comment any further until that court case is all wrapped up. Jen and Chris have been together for over 8.5 years? 8.5 years. For me, that's just something that astounds me every time I think about that. In fact, I was thinking, when they started dating, Bill Clinton was still in office. That's a long time ago. The Twin Towers were actually still standing. Enron was still one of the most successful companies in the world. And I was out there hitting the bars every Friday, Saturday night, trying to pull crazy. Well, you get the idea. So after all those things came to Jen, Chris and Jen are still together after all those years. And that is truly amazing. The relationship started off as high school sweethearts, similar to how, where are they? Jen's parents, where are they? Richard's. Similar to how Debbie and Bill started the relationship. I think She stood up and did her first wedding. So similar. When I was reading the Bible, I went to Best Ministry to talk about that. So that's okay. But soon after the relationship started, the most questionable time is ahead. Basically, Chris Jen went up to Marquette in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and Chris went to Charleston, Eastern Illinois, Charleston, which is over 275 miles apart. For me and for everybody else who had girlfriends coming out of high school, we dropped them like a sack of hot potatoes. It's just what you did. We went to college and party time, flirting with girls, drinking, anything that you could think of that was fun at 3 a.m. That's what you did. But not Chris and Jen. They kept their promise to stay faithful to each other throughout college, knowing that today, their wedding day would soon be, eventually be in reality. Jen, as you know, I actually live near Marquette now, and I see, when I drive by and go downtown, visit clients, whatever, there are thousands of single guys combing the campus looking for an attractive girl from Chicago. How insistent? Good for you and I have never been yet. But from Wisconsin. And Chris, you kept your promise to Jen that after college, we'd still be together. And that is something that I still cannot even comprehend how you manage. I remember coming down to visit you with Kuzma and the girls down there, and I think all these Illinois boys can agree, there's something else. And the fact that it was a 3-to-1 girl to guy ratio, it must have been shooting like they're shooting fish in a barrel. And I mean, 3-to-1, you know. Yeah, that's right. Good for you. So tell me, Chris, what was it that kept you on the straight and narrow? With all the odds against you, you still kept faithful to Jen during that long time. That's okay. I know the answer, and the answer is true love. There you go. True love. True love. There you go. True love. But Chris and Jen complemented very well. Jen is ambitious, she's hardworking, she's highly motivated, and loves a good challenge. And Chris, well, he is definitely that challenge. For the first several years of the relationship, I actually didn't get to know Jen very well. They were obviously both in college, and when Jen was around, she was kind of reserved and shy around the family. But actually, the last year, I've gotten to know the girl Jen, and I'm very grateful for that. And it's been interesting to see the relationship develop over the years. I know that Chris and Jen have a very healthy relationship, because with them, everything is done 50-50. She tells him what to do, and he does it. There you go. But in all seriousness, today's about the happy couple. We can all clearly see how Jen and Chris make each other happy. And in searching around to find the best closing thoughts, I thought about what was going through my head when I married my wife Heather. And that is this: you don't marry someone because you can live with them. You marry them because you simply cannot live without them.
Great job.
Okay, so here's the true love marriage, and God bless. I didn't have to use the good job.
Ladies and gentlemen.